Welcome to The Third Chair, a show about real people, real stories, real life. And here are your hosts for The Third Chair, Peter Grigg and Doug Bazeski, and our returning guest, Joe Black.
Welcome to this episode of The Third Chair with our special guest, Joe Black. Thanks, Joe, for being here.
My pleasure.
As we know from last week, Joe is an artist, an MC, a music video and film producer, and we're grateful that you've made time to invest in the podcast to share with our viewers.
And thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, man, it is our pleasure, truly.
Mine.
Truly.
All mine.
No, all ours.
Look, just making sure you're awake now. You're awake now. This guy got a nap in, huh?
Hopefully
I've had a little more caffeine since last week.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Good
Anyways,
job,
Doug is going to pick up some questions about some of your businesses.
What you got?
He mentioned film producer. Tell us about your film producing.
Well, I'm an up-and-coming film producer. Right now I've produced a few short films and with my friend Robert Bowen, who has helped me really find the way of becoming the film producer that I want to be, the type of filmmaker I want to be, you know, and really finding my lane and a direction for my passion with that. So, you know, it started with a thought. You know, as I was coming up as a young actor, and it's turned into a second love for me, you know, with music, like just filmmaking. I love it. It's for me. It was meant for me. You know, some people are good at, you know, sports, or some people are really good at, you know, building things or something, like, who knows? Some people are really good at cars. Everybody has their thing, you know, point blank. Everybody has their thing. You know, entertainment is my thing. Napping is Peter's thing.
That's right.
You know? But I'm just busting your chops, Peter. Man. You know you're triple OG, man.
Yeah, I'm triple OG.
Yeah, he's allowed to nap.
Sounds
like he's not allowed to nap. Hey, don't get no ideas. We got one sleeper. We don't need two. I'll be sitting here hosting the show myself, asking myself the damn questions.
Well, you know, we could consider that for a future episode.
Yeah, Peter and I just nap.
Yeah. So Peter got jokes too, huh?
Yeah, Peter's got jokes too.
Yeah, a little bit. Uh-oh. All right, I better watch out. Nah, but you know, I love filmmaking, man. It's so awesome. You know, when I first met you guys 2 years ago, it was at
watched
the
one of your films.
Yeah, that was my very first film at the film fest, at the film forum, Peak Film Forum, and I had my mom there with me.
Yeah,
because we got to have her in the film.
Yeah.
I was able to cast my mom. That was a dream come true. It was my first film.
She's a good actress.
Thank you. She's awesome, man. She helped me find my passion with it, and you know, she got to be in it. The film is called Empty.
We're gonna have another banger of a match for you today.
Is that gonna be your thing now?
Any red flags?
It's okay, Adam.
Then she gets the payout.
But of course.
It's all fixed.
What game of chance is it?
How is any of this legal?
I think I might have found something, but you're not gonna like it.
You assured me this wasn't going to happen.
Like puppets to the slaughter. So what did they say?
I've said my piece, if that's what you mean.
The contract is meticulously clear.
No!
I just don't know what to do for you.
Desperation. It's our bread and butter.
I think I have a way out of all this.
So, it's over?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You know that.
With that kind of money, you can buy her all the justice she deserves.
You know, in fact, it's probably best you just don't even mention Tasha.
I don't have a choice! That's what I'm saying, baby doll. That metaphor, it's mixed, but yeah.
So it's a 50-50 shot?
Just point me to the dotted line.
So do you think it'll all go as we expect?
It just gotta work.
The biggest gambles have the biggest payoffs.
think they're gonna be much fun.
Excellent.
Put the fucking money on the table. Now!
Funny story behind that film. So I had an audition for Bad Boys 3. There was a 3-part audition, and somebody recognized me and liked what I was doing with the Black Joker character in my music videos. And so they asked me, if I wanted to try out for that and everything. So I did that.
Apparently, last night was not a good night for him either.
Last night, he had a whole week.
Yeah, I'm totally exhausted.
You had a whole week.
Yeah, I did kickboxing today, so I'm pretty tired. I was beaten up by women.
Okay, okay, that'll do it. That'll do it. So it's not that he's falling asleep; he's just coming to.
Yeah, it's like traumatic brain injury.
Oh man, women will do it to you. Stay on their good side.
Yeah.
But yo, man, so it was like, I really enjoyed that film. That film was very personal, Empty, because I didn't get the part in Bad Boys 3. I didn't even make it to the second audition. I didn't make it past the first video audition, which was fine because I got to do the audition without even being a SAG member, so that in itself was a blessing, just to be able to say that. Is I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm cool with that. But my boy Rob Bowen, he heard about it and hit me up a couple days later, like, "Hey man, I wrote this film for you. I'd like to send you the script. Tell me what you think." And the film was the film Empty. And man, I read the script and I loved it. It was perfect. It had so much depth to it. If you haven't seen the film, you gotta check it out on What's a Budget Films on YouTube. What's a Budget Films, and you'll see the film Empty, along with other films that I was able to act in some, and also able to executive produce. Thanks to Rob giving me the opportunity to do my thing. So
it's pretty neat. You guys have a relationship like that.
Yeah, man. He's like a great friend, a great mentor. He's like family, He's a great guy, man. So he respects my passion and is helping me develop it more. And I'm grateful to Nate Shields. I met Robert through another filmmaker out here who's really doing big things. Nate Shields with Shields Production. I first got my shot with him. He put me in his film, The Spectacular Mind of Mackenzie Banks.
Tell me about the greeting cards you make. Do you like doing that?
I love it. My favorite thing to make is love letters.
You wouldn't happen to know of a girl who sometimes has picnics at the park?
Across the street.
I have something that belongs to her, and all I have to go off of is a name. It's Mackenzie.
So, what's it like to be you?
Well, I would like to call myself a professional airsoft player. There's actually a huge match next week. Grand prize is $10,000.
Wait, you get real money to shoot people with these hard pellets?
If you win, yeah. Let's tell me about you.
Why do you want to know about me? I'm more interested in hearing about shooting people for money. Oh my god, what have I become?
10 million suns.
I like castles and dragons, love at first sight, waking sleeping bitches with a kiss. I'm a boy.
I feel like my entire life has fallen out from underneath me.
Let's do this shit.
Blinding light won't outshine my love for you.
There's someone I want you to meet.
He's my adventure buddy.
The Spectacular Mind of Mackenzie Banks.
That's actually one of the films that's going to premiere at the Colorado Short Circuit Film Festival.
Oh, okay.
That's
wow,
coming
that's
up.
pretty good.
Yeah, so they're going to premiere the whole film at that time, so I'm really excited about that. But Nate thought that I would be a good fit to work with Rob. So when we were at the Peak Film Forum, and I was just getting introduced to everybody, one particular person that Nate suggested I start, working with was Rob. And we didn't really have anything at the time. Had some music stuff I was finishing up and a few little concerts. And, other than that, didn't have much. So the main thing I had been focusing on was that audition for the movie. And though I didn't make that, Rob sent me that script for Empty. I loved it. And I was even able to cast my mom in as my mom in the film.
Wow.
But the film is also, it's a nice touch on suicide awareness, man.
That's an important issue for you.
Yeah. It's something that's very personal to me. Is suicide awareness and mental health. But we'll touch on that here in a little while. But for now, I've also executive produced a film called The Flu, which was a pandemic comedy short film that we put out last year during COVID-19 pandemic.
You're traveling through a broken dimension.
Seems pretty serious.
A demented dimension.
Army brass has confirmed.
Fake news, as Shakespeare would say.
Oh yeah, bravo.
Freedom. Did Brad show cannibalistic inclinations before?
I mean, I know he was a meat eater, but we never really talked specifics. What about Buttercup?
The dog?
You're right. Fuck him. Jesus, fuck off, Brad. Oh my god.
It's literally the apocalypse.
I mean, it's there, but it's not,
Next stop, the quarantine zone. Indifference. Get some today.
Everything had to be small and safe, 6 feet apart, mask, sanitizer, everything had to be on point.
Yeah.
For health and safety reasons, and I'm thankful for that. But that's a film that got recognized and is now up for the Colorado Short Circuit Film Festival as well as a pandemic film.
2 films, awesome. Wow.
Yeah, man. So that's a huge blessing. Like that's awesome. I'm so excited about that. I hope everybody enjoys it when they watch it. But there's part of the series called the Quarantine Zone. So you hear the Quarantine Zone. We started that with the film thing, and also shout out to Cliff Cage. He's a local radio DJ, and he's been doing big things with that. And he also has a radio show called the Quarantine Zone. But he was in the film. And he's one of the main guys in the Quarantine Zone series. We had 2 films as part of the series, and his character is a character that comes back both times. And so a shout out to him, much love. And the Quarantine Zone for the film side was our pandemic project. To give people something to kind of entertain them and help them stay, in a positive mental space during that time. They could have an option to a positive outlet with our films.
Absolutely.
The second film was Travelers Through Time. And that's a film about time travel in the pandemic. And I actually star in that one alongside Brent Wilkerson and Cliff Cage.
Wow.
And that film is a very special film to me, because that film is what introduced Young Success Cinematics with me acting in the film. So that's the first film I got to executive produce and put out under my brand, and I was acting in. I'm not in The Flu. I just executive produced that, and that's the first film that I was able to executive produce without having to act in it. And so it's each has its own significance. I'm trying to say, and each has a special place with me, as far as those being personal projects, each in their own way. Travelers Through Time is a part of the Quarantine Zone series, and I think you guys would like to check that out too. That's also on What's a Budget Films on YouTube.
Okay, I'll have to check these out.
Yeah, I think you'll like them, man. I love them. It was such an honor working with such extraordinary, talented people, and getting the chance to, contribute what I could to such a great project.
That is awesome. We're going to stop there just for a second. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to continue on. Doug, are you going to ask more questions on the area of his film production?
We're going to talk more about his film career and other things he does.
Awesome.
Right, man.
We'll do that.
He does more than produce, right?
I'm here for it. I do, man. I do. I'm blessed to be able to say that, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful to be here and to just be able to
we're
use my
going to
talents.
get
Let's go.
the juicy deets when we come back.
As long as you're awake, man.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Don't hurt him.
Don't hurt him.
Please. Pandemic, civil rights rioting, super volcanoes, murder hornets, Trump versus Biden. This has got the makings of every dystopic YA novel on the market. This shit, it's all scripted.
I hate this year. Like, bruh, I'm so over it.
Think Acme.
Yeah, if only there was like a button I can just fast forward us straight to 2021.
Who's ready for round 2?
I guess that would be pretty sweet.
What if we did it?
Did what?
Travel through time.
Damn it! You got Antifa memberships?
They are likely to be the political party of the near future.
Don't encourage this, man. Is that my cuckoo clock? Why that one?
It was the only specifically time-dedicated device in the entire house. This is gonna work. We need it.
You remember the Explorers?
You mean the early ones? Like, Cortez, De Silvas, Diaz. I know a few.
No, the movie.
So you think that because they built themselves a spaceship,
that we can build ourselves a time machine? Damn straight. They were just kids in that movie, dude.
What the fuck are you even talking about right now? What just happened?
Time machine has flung us to the very end of time, far beyond the echoes of civilization, far beyond man's conquests of dominance.
What?
Shakespeare. It's about science deniers or something.
Damn it, Earl! My lack of support is not why this time machine isn't going to work.
You saying the kids in that movie were smarter than me?
Will you forget about the fucking movies, man? This isn't a fucking movie, Earl.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to follow your logic train.
No. There's no train. What the fuck you on about? It's a time machine. Unless...
If you say Back to the Future 3, I'm going to fucking lose my shit, Earl. I fucking promise you, man.
Old Willie wasn't having it.
Don't I hear traffic?
Traffic? What traffic? Where are we?
Welcome back to the third chair where Doug and Peter are both awake. As is our guest, our special guest, Joe Black, artist, music video, and film producer. Joe.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yes, Peter, we see you are awake.
Yes, I'd like to let the record reflect that.
You do more than produce behind the scenes. You direct, right?
Not yet. I'm right there though, man. We got the Black Joker film series coming up, which I'm so excited about, man. That's gonna be groundbreaking, but that will actually be my directorial debut.
Oh.
So I do have that coming, but I'm not there yet.
Will those films be like 30 minutes or less, or are you thinking
I can't
full
give too
features?
much. I can't give too much away. I can't
All
give
right.
too much away right now because it's very special.
All right.
It's very
So
special.
have you started filming those, or are you?
We've started the production process. Filming and things like that had to be put on hold because of COVID-19.
Yeah, of course.
Once the
Yeah.
pandemic hit, all the regulations hit for our safety and everything. It was, a no-brainer that we want to make sure we're safe. So.
Yeah, your company in like all of the world.
Yeah, man. Well,
yeah.
some of them.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some of these videos that go viral. Some people go in the store and have a fit, man.
Yeah.
And over the mask and stuff, it's like, just, everyone has their own take on it. I respect everyone's opinion about their own life. That's their life. But I personally just want everyone to stay safe.
Yeah, sure.
So
it's a good attitude.
But people are gonna do what they do. I just, that's why I try to make the art that I do, so that way, we can have some good vibes out there, so they have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have to be mad right now. You could come watch my stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can still have a good time. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been a hard. Last 12 months have been
Man,
hard, but
very.
you can still have fun and
Live,
laugh,
and
yeah.
enjoy being alive.
Right.
Even in the midst of the storms. So it's
That takes a special perspective sometimes.
Man, it comes from those hardships.
Yeah.
It comes from growing and developing into a person that has no choice but to see, a brighter side to things if he's ever gonna survive.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was me. And I'm still growing. I'm still learning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still developing a perspective on how life, is and how it's supposed to be or whatever in my, perspective. So I can live the best life possible and encourage others to do the same.
Even as a triple OG, we're still learning.
You know what? That's dope to hear you say that though. Because as triple OGs, so a lot of triple OGs don't want to learn. They, definitely wouldn't hear what I have to say.
Now, OG, like old guy, is that or is that something else?
I was
thinking OF, like for old fart.
I was gonna, OF, they have some new thing now, man. OF, a lot of these, man, there's like a OnlyFans thing, and it's like a pandemic in itself. And a lot of people are doing something, man, and promoting stuff. And it's pretty funny. But it's not my thing, but it's a popular thing on social media.
Sure.
And you don't want to be OF. Let me just put it that way. You don't want to be OF.
All right.
But
I'm gonna give up my OF status officially right now on the show.
Yeah, man, because OnlyFans is like pornos and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like.
I know you're talking about the OF. There's a whole website on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where your only friends are invited. Yeah.
You gotta pay to look at stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody has their thing. It's not my thing.
No.
I don't knock anybody's hustle, but OG, it's like original gangster. And that,
oh really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Original gangster. OG.
Original gangster.
Gangsta.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna learn how to speak properly yet.
Well, it's you.
Yeah,
you're the triple OG, so you gotta know how you're supposed to be addressed.
That's right. We might get some hats made up.
Yeah.
Triple OGs.
The third chair.
Yeah,
triple
third
OGs.
chair. Triple OGs.
Yeah. Third chair with the triple OGs. There you go.
With our I like to nap shirts.
Well, that's just you. That's just you. Let's hope so.
Oh, I've got these two napping. I see, we go camping together. So I've seen them like knock off when there's midday.
Missing out on all the adventure, huh?
Yeah.
Or a good lunch.
Yeah, good lunch.
Yeah. Man, you guys go camping out here. That's pretty awesome. I've never actually really been camping like that.
Oh, we need to take you along sometime.
Man, that'd be cool.
Man. Maybe film a Black Joker episode in the middle of the jungle.
Dude, that would be so cool, man. I'm here for it. Let's go.
All right, I'll start working on a script.
All right. So what else you got?
You also screenwrite, right?
I am a screenwriter. I do have some personal stuff. I had a little mini series I was working on. Trying to get to Netflix, and also PBS was looking at taking it on, but right now, that's just not really in the works at the moment. But I do screenwrite, and I'll be doing a little bit with the Black Joker project, but not too much. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing on one thing at a time, and making sure that, I'm doing what I need to do the right way. So, I'm developing my skills in all these areas, and instead of just, trying to cram it all in to one brain, to learn how to do all these things, I'm trying to just go step by step. I'm happy to be a beginner. I'm happy to be the new kid on the block with it all. I think it's
Sounds
a blessing.
like a great plan.
Yeah, man, it's God's plan. I feel like I'm just glad to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even for people that aren't religious, it can still relate to what I'm saying, because it's still in the plan. It's something positive to manifest in your life if you are willing to work hard and willing to stay persistent and stay consistent as well, and really go for your dreams and do what you want to do with your life.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can be somebody. There's really no such thing as a nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody's life has significance. They just have to find what it is to them.
Yeah, agree totally.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter the age. You could be triple OG. You could be the new kid. It doesn't matter.
Well, Grandma Moses started as a triple OG, right?
You dang on right.
Yeah. Moses. Yeah.
Grandma Moses.
Oh, Grandma Moses.
That's
Wasn't
Moses.
she the painter?
Oh.
Yeah, he did too. He was out there.
Moses? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was out there at 80 leading the Israelites.
He was like quadruple OG, man. He was old.
Yeah.
They were living a long time back then, is for what I hear. So
Yeah.
it's like, I'm thankful to be here, man. I have friends that didn't make it past 18, didn't make it past 21, didn't make it past 25, didn't make it to 28.
That's sobering, really, when you think about it. That's very sobering. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
All these fine young people that things went wrong and
it's really
lost
sad,
life.
Man.
It is.
It's sad that I could do a list of so many RIPs right now, and shout them all out. It's like, it's a lot. It's like 50. It's like 70.
Wow.
Yeah, I think you had told us at one time that you
They're not
had been
my
to more
age, but-
funerals, way more funerals than your own
More
age and
funerals
years.
than my age, man. Yeah, it's like, and the craziest, saddest thing about that is that most of the young generation is able to say the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just been really tough on everybody, man. You will have times when people are just dropping like flies, and every time you turn around, somebody is losing somebody, a loved one or a friend or something. You hear about all these things, and it's just like, man, we gotta really value life.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I didn't fart, by the way. That's my boots on the chair. So don't try to crack no jokes on me.
Those chairs squeezing down.
Yeah. Just making sure you don't go and try to get no ideas and give me back.
The microphone picks up all sorts of sounds.
Yep.
The cat's above us and the boots below us.
You know what I'm gonna say? Peter did it.
That's it. We just pointed.
They're gonna say Joe. Like, Peter did it.
Yeah,
Peter farted. I didn't.
Yeah, he yawned and then let one loose.
I know. Man. Man, that would be brutal stuff, man. That's some heavy artillery. You keep that to yourself, man.
Oh, I like to share with my friends. And on that very popular note, we're going to take a brief break and we'll be right back.
They'll hate you and despise you, but never let them deny you the chance to be who you wanna be. You're a star, just believe in yourself. Keep on going, you'll get through. It's all good. It's all good.
He's all good, she's all good, they all good, I'm all good, you all good, we all good. It's all good. He's all good, she's all good, they all good, I'm all good, you all good, we all good. It's all good. He's all good, she's all good, they all good, I'm all good, you all good, we all good. It's all good. He's all good, she's all good, they all good, I'm all good, you all good, we all good. It's all good.
Life. Sometimes it can knock you down, you know what I mean? But it's on you to stand up and
find that strength to look inside yourself and to say, it's all good. Whether you wrong or you.
Welcome back to the third chair with our very, very, very special guest.
I'm happy to be here. What's
Joe Black.
Yeah.
Who, rapper, artist, he does more than sing. Film producer, music video producer. We're so glad you're with us tonight.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Joe, we talked a couple of weeks ago, and you gave me permission to ask you some questions about some really hard things. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Let's start with, I know from a variety of circumstances, you had some physical injuries. You hurt your back, and I don't remember if it was your hip or your ankle or something that you needed.
It was my back and my heel.
And your heel, and you needed a cane and stuff.
Yeah, man, I had to use crutches for a minute, a walker, wheelchair. But you know what, though? That experience, man, God just blessed me so much through that, with such a realization of how precious life is and the little things we take for granted.
And our health.
Yeah, our health, our physical health, our emotional health, because all those things take a toll on you, you know, when you're out for a while. And, you know, I had a lot of friends that were still doing music at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they were really doing stuff like concerts every weekend. They're performing, they're headlining their own stuff. They were really doing it. And I just completely lost my drive to make music. I completely just lost it. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to perform. I didn't want to go on stage.
Was that because you're so heartbroken over the fact that you were doing it and now you had to stop and it was being forced on you?
It was part of that. It was part of that, being forced into a spot where I didn't want to be. You know, I didn't want to be in that position with limitations like that. You know, and I'm so thankful that, you know, I was able to bounce back from that, you know, and now I'm better than I've ever been.
You know, it's so interesting you say that. You know, you hear that a lot from athletes and people that really depended on their health to perform, whether in a sport or to entertain people, to rap, to move, to dance, all those things. And then it's like, wow, my health was so important. Now I can't do it. And just how you feel like everything is stolen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you wrestle with feelings like that?
Absolutely. You know, you often feel like you got the world on your shoulders. You know, just like the song. And, you know, a lot of people feel that way in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate when people say they understand and then I know they don't.
Right.
I like how you guys are, you know, help me understand, you know, and I like that. That is more of a positive way to help get somebody comfortable with talking about those serious things.
Yes.
You know, and also making them comfortable with receiving what someone else has to say, like learning from someone else's story. Which is why, you know, I was honored to come onto the show when you guys asked me. You know, so thank you again for that.
Well, you're so welcome, you know, and we just want you to know that the first 3 people we asked, they turned us down. So, you know, we were really glad you came on. We were going to interview some triple OG drinking coffee at McDonald's, but we got you instead.
Well, here I am.
I'm only kidding. We are more than enthusiastically delighted that you have come on. I can't tell you how excited I am. Not just talking with you, but I'm also looking forward to the whole Black Joker series we're going to do coming up as well.
Speaking of, about that situation you asked about, that was part of how the Black Joker character persona developed in me as an artist.
Really?
At that time. It was really difficult. I wasn't comfortable being on stage anymore. You know, I didn't want to be on stage having to have my friend have me in a wheelchair or having to use crutches or a walker or cane, all these different things that I have to use at home to help me, you know, get back to where I need to be. And it was just really difficult going through that and still trying to focus on being the best artist I can be and still keeping up with my team. So keeping up with my friends that are still going super hard, pursuing their career and doing their stuff, and they're all working together and pushing it at the time, you know. And they ask me all the time, "You want to come perform? You want to come to the studio?" I was just like, "Nah, man. I don't feel like myself. I don't even want to." Wow. I was ready to give up, and they still kept asking, even though they knew I'd say no. When I appreciated that.
Boy, that's,
and a
that's
lot of
being
them,
a friend.
Yeah, and a lot of them looked out for me and helped me like get to doctor's appointments, pushed me in my wheelchair at the time, helped me with my crutches and stuff, made sure I was okay, So I'm really grateful for those people, man. I have some good friends that looked out for me when I needed it most, so that was awesome.
That's great that you shout that out to them.
Yeah. But there was still that other side of it, that painful side, that heaviness, that agony that comes with not being 100%, being down like that.
Yes.
You kind of lose all confidence in yourself for that time, because you're not even sure if you're ever going to be who you were.
Yes.
Yes. And a lot of people feel that, and it brings about all these different emotions and things that distract you from even considering yourself as eligible to be successful anymore. So I really had to fight that, and with the Black Joker character, there was a show where they wouldn't take no for an answer. My friends were just insisting that I do this concert with them. I did not want to do it. I was not in the position to do it.
No.
And, I said no. They gave me some money that, I needed at the time, and I did it. But I painted my face because I was just so nervous about, the audience and how they would look at me, seeing that I had to come with a wheelchair and someone had to help me with putting crutches on and stuff, and just really self-conscious, and they convinced me to do it. I painted my face, nothing particular, just kind of, it helped me feel like I was more comfortable with the crowd.
Oh wow.
Kind of trying to trick my mind into, being okay with it instead of making me all anxious about it. And, the first time it was great. They loved it. A lot of people suggested that the Joker fit the type of person that I am, as far as the way I'm able to entertain and bring a certain level of appeal when shining light on the other side of things. And I tried it. I did another concert after that first one, and they loved it. The crowd loved it. Everyone loved it. Thanks to my friends, we were able to organize it and make it something that was really entertaining and something that was worth coming to.
So you eventually recovered from the injuries, and
I went even harder with Black Joker after that.
Yeah, and then wow, that's a little bit of a silver lining and from a dark time.
Yeah, but during that time, though, there was another show after that, after all that happened, and this to this day is like the biggest show I ever did in my career.
Oh, really? Tell us about that.
I opened up for Scarface.
Scarface? No way.
Scarface is a Houston rapper. He's a legend in the hip-hop game, a legend in the music industry, period. And he's been around since before I was born.
Now, is that the same guy that was on The Lion King, the brother of...
No, not Scar.
Oh, that was Scar. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
all right. This is different. That's... Okay.
Good movie, though.
Scar the movie. Okay. All right. Yeah, Scarface, the rapper.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, he was dope, man. His group was the Ghetto Boys.
The Ghetto Boys.
And they're from like the 80s and stuff.
Oh. So he's a little older?
Oh, yeah. He's up there. He's probably...
Is he triple OG?
He's triple OG.
He's
for
triple
sure,
OG.
man.
Okay, yeah.
He's definitely triple OG. Yeah.
So you opened for him?
Yeah, I got to open up for his concert. He came to Colorado Springs.
Wow.
And my friend Paul Smith, they call him Hollywood. He's a concert promoter, event promoter. and he got me onto that show, and he looked out for me and helped me get it. And that show was a pretty interesting show.
And you know what? We're going to get the juicy details of that when we come right back, because this is a great, great story.
Well, thanks, man. I'm here for it. I'm here
We'll
for
be
it.
right back. Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Grigg, a life and recovery coach with Pikes Peak Recovery Coaching. I've had the pleasure and privilege of helping people for over 25 years. I want to hear your story, support and encourage you while we partner together to help you reach your goals. I can help you. I am certain I can help you. I can be your guide, role model, resource person, and help you get results. What's my coaching frameworks? I'm an eclectic coach drawing from a variety of disciplines and frameworks with evidence-based proven methods. What would you like to work on? Some popular areas are goal setting and attainment, building and maintaining motivation, finding purpose, personal development, recovery from drug and alcohol addiction problems, health and wellness, life planning, athletic and creative artist performance enhancement, maybe something else. Just ask me. I would love to help you. You can find my services on Fiverr.com. Welcome back to the third chair, Doug. That's the second time tonight that I've got the name of the podcast right.
2 out of 4 is not bad.
2 out of 4 not bad. Yeah,
that's
that could
good
be a
batting average.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you
guys
get paid like $18 million a year if you hit 2 out of 4 in baseball?
No, more like $40 million.
40 million?
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'd take that too.
I mean, imagine what you could do with $40 million.
I mean, it's not enough to live on, but it'd be a good start.
That's enough to build on.
Yeah, it'd be enough to build on.
$40 million.
Yeah, I'd be building a new studio that I'd tell you guys about.
Yeah.
Well, we're back with Joe Black. We are so glad you're here.
What's going on,
Artist,
fellas?
rapper, music video, and film producer.
Man, I'm happy to be here. What's up?
Oh, man, we're so excited.
Thanks.
Well, we last stopped talking about some heavy stuff, and then it went a little lighter because you were telling us after you a back and orthopedic injury on your heel that you got to open for Scarface.
Oh, yeah.
Scarface
What
and...
experience.
I mean, that's like, one of the heroes of the faith, sort of.
Yeah,
like
he is. He's looked at like that in the music business and hip hop. So
yeah, boy,
that was definitely an honor.
So you got hooked up from one of your friends who got you into the show.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about the show.
Well, man, honestly, God hooked me up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like God just it can only be God, man. Like. In the show, at this time, I was recovering and learning to walk again. And I had to use a cane, and I was in like a lot of therapy and stuff. And so I had to use a cane for the show. And, I'm hobbling around the place. I'm seeing a lot of people I know, people that saw me grow up, that are like happy to see me still pursuing my dream,
cool.
and staying out of trouble and all that stuff. So it was nice. It was nice mingling and things like that. But I was getting a lot of connections with some people that were, working harder than me, doing more stuff than me, that were willing to teach me things, So that was also a blessing, meeting them. But one of the biggest blessings that happened, man. Well, before I get into that, let me backtrack. On the way to the show that night.
No, something happened.
My car broke down.
No.
Wonderful. On the side of the road on Powers.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Powers not a fun place. It's
man, especially in the middle of the night and your car's breaking down and you're up to go to this show with the legend. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that was something. That was something. So I got there after somebody had to come and help me with my car.
Mm-hmm.
And finally got me there. I was late. So I miss my spot. I was the newer guy, so they're putting me up first or second, like first or second, one of the two. Either way, it's like the nosebleed section of performing on stage in the showcase.
Mhm.
You know, you don't ever really want to go first or second.
Well.
You know, but usually if you're the new person coming out, then that's where they put you. You know,
Let you do a couple of songs.
you want to be as close to the main act as you can.
Mhm.
You know, so you want to be right before the headliner, so somewhere around there. You know, which is where I was just only imagining to be. I was happy to be there at all. You know, so car broke down. Got my car started. I was late for my set, but they still let me perform. They bumped me down the list to like number 5 or something like that, because everyone else was already ready and lined up and they were prepared.
Right.
And I'm showing up. I was like, I'm finally here. I just made it, you know. And so I am waiting for them to, you know, call me, and I'm out messing with my car. Everyone's in there partying and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out why my car broke down. I don't want that to happen again. So I'm out there messing with my car. Scarface's tour bus pulls up, and they're parking the bus, and I'm just like, God dang, this is embarrassing. You know, like what if I see dude and he's a legend and can see me out here working on my car and see me on stage, like, dang, that dude's a bum or something. Like, he ain't a real rapper. You know, I didn't have all kinds of ice and stuff, man. I got the hood up on my car, trying to figure out why I broke down on the way to my show. You know what I mean?
Oh, I bet you weren't laughing at the time.
I wasn't, man. Oh, this is a whole different time. This is before the laughter. This was before the laughter. But so Scarface and his crew, his managers, bodyguards, entourage, all the females and groupies and stuff, they all go in. I just happened to be parked by the side door, the back door, where they had to enter. And I just happened to park there. That was the only spot, you know. So I didn't know that. I had no clue that was going to happen. They go in, and I'm working on my car, and one of the girls comes out to smoke a cigarette. And she's asking me, like, what's wrong with my car, all this stuff, just conversating because I'm standing there. And so when she gets ready to go in, you know, I ask her, like, hey, you know, I got a CD. It would be really dope if you could have Scarface, you know, take my CD. You know what I mean? I had a little demo. And, you know, she was like, I'll see. Let me go get somebody. She goes and gets his road manager. Dude comes out, and he's like, so you got a project or something? And I was like, yeah, I got a little demo here, and I'm sitting here working on my car, but I got something, you know, at least to show I'm pushing it, you know. So he's like, all right, well, kick a freestyle. So I freestyled for him. He liked it. He said it was dope. I was rapping about my car or something, the situation I was dealing with at the time. And he pulls out this big old wad of cash with like hundreds and 50s and 20s. This big old knot, like we call it a knot. You know, like some big old wad of cash, big old guap, man. And he was like, pulled out a 20, gave it to me. I was like, what's this for? He was like, it's for your CD. I'll take it. I was like, okay, bet. Thank you. And then he pulls off the thing from his neck, the VIP backstage pass, and gives it to me.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, you know, when we go on stage, you can come on stage with us.
Oh, wow.
And then, like, I'll let you chop it up with Scarface after the show. I'll let you guys talk.
Wow.
You know,
Ooh.
so, and he kept his word. I got to be up on stage with him the whole time. You know, I was chilling. It was awesome. It was an experience of a lifetime, you know. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, and then I pretty much got to, like, interview him, got to pick his brain a little bit after the show before he started signing autographs. He took a time by himself to eat and stuff, and he let me chill with him.
Wow.
Yeah, and so, you know, the best advice he gave me, the best advice he said he could give me was, just don't forget to be a regular person.
Nice.
No matter how big you get, how famous you get, how much money you get, how much people know you and like your work, Don't ever let it get to your head. Just always stay a regular person. Just always just be yourself. You know?
That is so awesome. Now, you used a term here that I'm not sure some of our watchers will know.
What's that?
That has to do freestyle.
Oh,
now,
freestyle.
Isn't that like when you like just come up with some rap verses on the spot?
Yeah.
Although I guess some people, when they freestyle, they've prepared it ahead of time. But
these days that's kind of the the new structure, I guess, with how they battle and stuff or whatever.
Yeah. And what do you say? Drop a freestyle or
kick a
freestyle?
freestyle.
Kick a freestyle.
It's the same. You say drop a freestyle too.
Yeah. I mean, freestyle for me is like front crawl and swimming. That's also called freestyle.
Well, hip hop is a sport.
Yeah.
When you're battling, when you're in those rap battles in those arenas, that's a sport for those guys. Those guys are in the ring at that moment. So it gets really epic.
Oh, absolutely. Which reminds me of a joke. Can two vegetarian rappers have a beef with each other?
He's awake now.
Yeah, I'm awake now.
He's awake now.
Oh, man. Oh,
the funny thing is, a lot of rappers are going vegan right now.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it all over Instagram. I don't really know anything about that lifestyle, so I can't really knock it. I haven't tried it. I'm good where I'm at. You know what I mean? It's just not my thing. I don't, But it's like a popular thing right now. You know? And people are really embracing it, and a lot of hip hop people are too. I'm seeing on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
Well, drinking beer and eating French fries is vegan, so maybe it's not all bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Well, we're gonna hold that thought. We're gonna come back with our final segment in just a moment.
All right.
Buddy, what's up? What's up? That's my dog, man. What's good with you, man? Yeah, I heard. So, is your boy that's looking for some money? Is he really trying to get some money?
Yeah. He's trying to do something for his family.
For his family?
For his family.
How serious? How serious is he?
For his mom, For his mom.
You need a lot. I might got something for him. Now, there's a lot of risk involved.
Okay.
But he got to be down.
He's most definitely down.
When is he trying to do this?
I think I might have found something, but you're not gonna like it.
I ain't gotta like it. It just gotta work.
I'm just trying to help my boy out. It's between me and you.
So you're saying he knows nothing about this then?
He knows nothing about it.
Living life with the world on my shoulders, trying to grow old. The world is colder and I'm stuck in the rain, feeling the pain.
I've got the world on my shoulders, but sometimes I just wanna throw it up. I've got the world on my shoulders, and it feels like I don't know love. I've got the world on my shoulders, and nobody can help me hold it up. I've got the world on my shoulders, but I'm fighting until I won't. Now tell me, is it easy to be the hero?
Welcome back to the third chair with our special guest, Joe Black.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Yo.
So, a real serious issue here in El Paso County, Colorado. Our county is either number 1 or number 2 for suicide rates in the United States, the whole United States. And that's serious. And I know you've addressed suicide awareness in your song, World on My Shoulders. Share your thoughts about the suicide awareness and that song and why it's such an important issue to you.
Before the whole wide world, I'm a soldier. I've got the whole wide world on my shoulders. Before the whole wide world, I'm a soldier. I got the world on my shoulders. Trying to grow old, but the world's so cold to me. I got the world on my shoulders, trying to grow old, but the world's so...
I'm all about suicide awareness and suicide prevention. Unfortunately, I've lost quite a few very close friends and relatives to suicide. And it was really, something that impacts people that are left behind in a great way. And it's not really something you just get over, and it's very tough, man. And for that number to be so high, that just breaks my heart, because I know what it feels like to be the victim of a suicide. The victims are the ones who are left behind to deal with the pain, and so that's a whole nother string of issues.
Yes.
There, that just adds to what else you're already going through in life,
Yes.
and your regular everyday circumstances and challenges and things. So, to add that on there as having someone in your life that you cared about that, did that to themselves. It hurts to know so many people gave up to where those numbers are so high. But it also hurts me for the people that are left behind, because I understand.
Sometimes there's feelings of, why didn't I see it coming? What could I have done to maybe prevent it? Those sorts of feelings that the people left behind, almost a form of PTSD that people struggle with after they lose a loved one.
Yeah, it's really heavy. That guilt level, from what I've been told, it's natural for people to feel that, when you lose somebody in such a tragic way. That guilt is something that it's a process to get over, and it's a process to accept that it's not your fault.
Yes.
Especially if it's someone that you were really, really close to.
Yes.
I have some friends that I was really close to with that, so I can understand. We can touch back on it next time I come. We can get a little more in depth. Share a little more with you.
Well, thank you. I know it's a very personal and painful issue for many in this county.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, on a little bit lighter note, we are delighted that you'll be returning soon in your special persona of the Black Joker.
The Black Joker?
The Black Joker.
Who is that?
That is what we're going to find out in the next week or so.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. We are
All right.
We're so looking forward to it. And Joe, thank you so much for joining us today.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. This has been great.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you. Thank you, guys.
You're so welcome. We'll see you all next week.
All right.
Now succeed and achieve. But you gotta believe. Success won't fall. Do it all. Failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. I'm so sick of the bottom with no money in my pockets. I feel like I won't survive. Y'all don't hear me. I've been a piece of shit my whole fucking life. Almost everyone I knew doubted me and said I'd never rise. But now I ain't just another nigga running around with his pants sagged down and his music playing loud, saying nothing to the crowd but the same old sound. Wow, look at me now. Watch me rip and flip my style for you bitches and you bitch ass niggas that ain't with us. Lord, please forgive us for our sinners only thinking to win. Most of the great we only do it trying to feed our kids, hoping they don't grow up making the same mistakes that we did. Trying to live, trying to get a grip, trying to make it big in this game, trying to get rich, trying to get a millions and change for every hit. Now failure was not an option, I ain't playing, this is it. They're saying that I'm the shit cause I'm drilling, not counterfeit. Now I'm too legit to quit Michael Julio when I spit. Notorious with the money, glorious with the flow. Don't mistake me for no dummy. If you don't know now, you know. Nigga, I'm about my dome, plotting to get some more. Rapping to give you hope, so capture the words I wrote and master the dreams they hold. Leroy, I got that glow, showing up. I got that glow, stronger than ever before. Failure is not an option as we continue to grow. Never let go of your dreams on this lonely road. Hey yo, yes we can, my niggas, that's for sure. Let's rise to a new level, a new era. Let's go, come on. To all you broke folks living out.
This has been The Third Chair. Next week, our guest will be Trent Langhoffer. Want to be a guest? Want to sponsor our show? Send us an email. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media.